Okay, we are live. I don't know if you guys are able to see my uh, editor screen properly, at least. But it is what it is. So what is the purpose of the stream? Well, I haven't made any content for this particular channel in a while. Mainly I got a bit busy with Age of Empires casting, then got busy with my job, and I have a couple of hobbies that I need to, kind of indulge in. So time is kind of really, it is really premium resource for me right now. But it's not like I wasn't working on my side projects. I have been working on my side projects for as long as I can remember, and I think that is one of the reasons why I really enjoy programming, is primarily because it lets me build things that I can use. And this is a great way of keeping yourself up to date, because if you are using something in your own project, then you tend to read things more and you kind of hone your skills as you tend to use them more. Of course, I'm no expert programmer, neither I'm like, top 1% or something. Just a very mediocre guy, I would say, who just really enjoys programming. That's all. But before we continue, I would like to mention that I have another channel which goes by the name of Pipe Runner Arcade, where I stream RTS games primarily. I really love real-time strategy games. I do a bit of casting here and there, and sometimes, if I'm playing like some leisure, story-driven first person, I may stream on it. I haven't done that, but I may. I don't know. And besides that, I have another channel which is called Pipe Runner Stories, which is primarily about, myself, my life, things I do as hobbies, drawing, running, music, that kind of stuff. So I've picked up the piano again, or rather the synthesizer to be more specific. And I'm hoping to make some videos in the coming time. So let's see how that goes. I'm not really expecting a lot of people to watch this stream. It's like very specific, and my suggestion is to think of this stream as some sort of background noise, because I'll be talking and coding. It'll mostly be background noise because, like I said, it's sorry, lost my train of thought. Yeah, so it's very specific in terms of implementation and what I'm doing. It's highly unlikely that you will actually end up using this ever, so be that as it may, I have laid down the disclaimer. Now watch at your own discretion. I do not claim anything, I do not promise you anything. I'm just trying to make use of my time, since I'll be coding anyway. So I thought maybe I'll just stream while I do so. So in case if there are people who just enjoy looking at people make something, build something, Anyway, so let's get started. What are we making today? The thing that we will be building today is called a directive, or directive editor to be specific. I'm using something called the MDX editor for building my website. So I'll just quickly run my website, and there we go. It has a couple of bugs right now, which I can't be bothered to fix right away. I'll fix them when it is close to release. I think it will be I might release the first version near at the end of December perhaps. Oh, sorry, I wanted to go to the dashboard. So everything has been custom made, by the way, like it's nothing out of the box. Just uses a UI library and Firebase as backend, and everything else has been built on top, right from the theme to the color scheme, everything. Why, you may ask, like why I'm doing all this? I can just use some ready-made out of the box blog editor, because I, first of all, like it's my blog, so you know, the least I can do is, oh my god, my brother is texting me. Okay, just a second, I'm sorry. Vibrate for now. Yes. So there are a couple of things I'm adding. Ignore this. I was trying something here, but I just left it for now. So what we have implemented so far is a mechanism to upload images, embed stuff, you know, resize images and all the good stuff. And also when we upload images, it gets resized and optimized into 4 different resolutions, and the idea is to load images based on the screen and device type, which can now be supported since I have 4 different resolutions. It also generates a placeholder image, which I use while the image is being loaded. So all the good stuff going on. Now we are working on admonition, which I am calling callout, because I think a bit more a bit of a more friendly name. So let's get on with it. So for the time being, I have implemented something which is more of a placeholder for now. I will quickly add this into the initialize MDX editor. Here we need to add a plugin that we are implementing. We want our directive, right? So it will be custom callout wait, the directive I haven't exported, it seems. Custom, oh, this should have been named callout. Directive descriptor, and we'll import this. And we also need to add the button that adds this particular item to our markdown. So custom callout auto import, these work. Custom callout button, there we go. Right, so I will save all. Okay, it seems my for some reason VS Code is not using my overrides, which is kind of weird. In that case, I might actually have to install another plugin just to make sure that just a second. Let me quickly verify that what I think is indeed true. Prettier ESLint, yes, it throws an error. So I'll just install it as a dev dependency. npm, actually I have done that before. Let's see if I can find it. No. Prettier ESLint config prettier ESLint save dev. I think that should be it, but let me see if I can find prettier somewhere. No, we don't have prettier. Okay. So for this to work, we will need this package. Oh, it throws an error. Why? Oh, right. I have some dependency issues which I need to resolve. So for the time being, I have to install everything by force. Yes. Let's see if no. Yep, it works now. Good. Also, we can verify that the plugin is actually working by going here. And yep, throws no error. So we are all good. Yeah. Now we should have another button which should add a callout. The callout doesn't really add anything now. So we will now start implementing our callout. The idea of a callout is rather simple. It's basically a card looking item that can be a call to action, a note or something. My idea of it at least is basically having a card with a drop down which lets you change the different types. So it can be success, warning, or something, and based on that type the color of the card also changes. And you also on that note, okay, oh no, okay, that will work. Okay, so I was thinking about class purging, but I think it should be okay. Should not be a problem. Yes. Oh, just a second, my wife just texted me and I did not reply back. Let's see if I can perhaps switch account. And I'm sorry guys, I'm very distracted today because this is the first time I'm streaming and I kind of want to make sure that I get a couple of views. Just kidding. Oh no, did I add my own live coding to? Oh no, did not intend to do so. Okay, I shared that with my wife. Let's see if she joins or not. If she doesn't, no biggies. Okay. Back to writing our directive. So the directive actually looks something like, I mean, if you have two dots and then you give it a name, so that is how it looks like. And then it has properties, attributes rather. So we will do a couple of things. First of all, we need to keep in mind that the type of the attributes are always string, so it has to be string. Okay, and where do you think we should be putting them? We should actually be putting them in custom preview, the types. So we will create some enums that will define the export enum callout type, and we will say success equal to success, and warning. Let's go with these two for now, then we can add more later on. Yes, attributes. So this will be empty initially, so we'll call this type, and we'll leave it empty. Wait, okay, string is not assigned to, excuse me, let me just quickly go here. Attributes. Oh, so this is the list of attributes. Okay, okay, okay. Let me go back to the documentation just to make sure that I'm not being a dumbass. ID, video ID, attributes. Attributes is not an array. It is type. Hold on. Directive descriptor attributes. It says it's a string array. But in the documentation, am I looking at the right? Yeah. This is the YouTube button. Oh, my bad. Attributes. An array. Attributes. I hate documentation where they just completely leave everything out and they just call it voila. There's your documentation. Okay. Set some attribute name to Hagar to display a property at. Okay. I think this is not meant for our own editor. I believe so, but we can verify that. Call out descriptor blah 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 gets props node.children content. Yes, okay. I mean, this technically should not be optional, but type and what? Type and content, or we can call it children. Okay. Children will be a string in this case. Okay. Actually, I also have my own commit that I did where I was implementing an image directive, so I can use that as a reference. You know, I generally don't like remembering stuff, so this comes in really handy, you know, when you can look at your own code. SDK update readme editor added with manual redeploy support. It's in this branch. Moved image, added embed placeholder, update image preview, added image uploading system for blog content. I think it's this one. Let's see, attributes. Yep, so you have your list, and then your editor gets a couple of things which we would now look into. So where is the editor? Custom callout editor, and these will be the props. So directive editor props. Yes, and here you get a couple of things. One is the MDX node and the other one is lexical node. Both of these are pretty useful for controlling how the cursor moves around the editor when you are in the node. Okay, so the idea is when you add the callout, this editor will basically be placed inside. I mean, the way it works is oh, okay, my wife is here, great. So the idea is during editing, the editor basically replaces the directive with this editor, and during preview you get to choose what you want to represent that node with. So it gives you a lot of flexibility in terms of what you want to show. So for the sake of simplicity, or rather for the sake of just starting this out, let's call this the callout editor. And MDX node, yes, and then let's see, there should be, yes, there it is, update MDX node. So that lets us change the properties of that node, in like, which in this case is our so MDX node is basically representing the directive in the MDX editor. So let's do that. Change directive attributes, and this will get list of attributes that we want to change. We'll wrap this in a use callback in a second, but let us actually also print out, wait, we need to extract the attributes first. We need to get, yeah, MDX attributes will give us the list of current attributes. So MDX node attributes. We can actually verify that we actually get the attributes. The way we can do is, and we can also verify that on interacting with this editor, it actually changes the attribute. So I'll quickly show you how that would work. So I'll just add an on-click event, and we'll call the change attribute, and we'll call this with some values. So let's call this with yeah, we'll pass type and children, and then we will call the update MDX editor. So we have to use a hook which is provided by the editor. Update update. So as you can imagine, I've already like gone through the hassle of actually implementing this once for a more complicated editor, and this is a rather simpler case. Sorry, use m-node updater. Yes, and here we go. So do we want to make sure that the m-node attributes are like it basically updates but retains all the existing properties? I don't think that is the case in this case. We don't have to do that. So we'll just go here and paste the attributes as it is. Type is not set. Okay. Call out custom editor, and we can define the type here actually. But if we define the type here, I think it will be better if we define the type in the preview. So custom callout, export, callout, callout preview props. This has to be a type, and we'll call type as callout type, and this will be a string. I think so. It should be a string. Children will be a string. Yeah. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. We'll import this. So now we get to pass type, and we can call it like this. Call out type success and children hello. Yes, it will complain because it's like div is not supposed to be clickable, so it has to be like there has to be additional properties that kind of enables that behavior to be more accessible and that kind of stuff. I'm not interested in doing that right now, so we'll ignore that. What else? We will just display the okay, wait, so we want to actually change the color of this based on the type. So let's call cn, which is a utility function which lets us conditionally apply classes. I think it's a wrapper on top of CLX actually. If we go to CLX or CLSX, even that is a thing. I think CLX is also a package, but it's the same thing, I believe. So CN is basically a wrapper on top of it. Okay, so we'll do BG green if the type is custom callout type success, and we'll do yellow if it's type warning, and here we'll add children. Okay. Now of course we don't have the properties here, so we'll unwrap, or we will destructure these properties from attributes, which will be type children. Why are you complaining? Okay. String, record string, followed by okay. Yes, that's right. I don't think we have any way of declaring type on the attribute, so we might have to force convert this, or rather typecast this. Let's see if that works actually. Okay, but the thing is, there are chances that this may not actually exist. In which case, wait, can we use default values? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. When we insert the directive, we actually have an option to insert that with default values. Not the image plugin, damn it. Where's the... Here's the button. Props, custom embed, nope, sorry. Custom callout. It's not attributes. Oh, there has to be a way to actually add that with some values. That can't be right. Attributes. This can be used when building the UI for the configure a directive, and also uses these to display the property form. But how come this does not? No, wait. Let's see what this is. Attributes has children type, blah blah blah. No, the insert button has to have it. What am I even doing? Button with tooltip, custom callout, insert JSX. No, sorry. Oh, I copied this button from the other one. Insert directive. Insert directive. Not JSX, insert directive. Actually, might want to consult my button here. Insert directive descriptor. Yes, use publisher, insert directive. Insert directive, we'll name it as so. And here we get to define type, name, and attribute. The type will be this is the container directive. Name of this is obviously I think for name I should use a capital. The reason is it makes it easier for us to I'm using MDX remote, and if I'm not mistaken, the directive plugin that I'm using there, the rehab directive plugin, it converts the entire thing into small case for some reason, which makes it a bit of a problem, because React components cannot have okay, so then I'll have to create a different component for it. Okay, let's roll with the small letter. Custom callout name. Goes here. Then we have what? Attributes. So we have types, and then we can give it a default value, or I can even use the enum actually. which is called callout, custom callout type, success, followed by children. Hello. Okay, good going. Hello Shweta, are you still watching? When I was coding, I could not see your message. I have to keep checking the message every now and then. Okay. So this looks good. The editor is not using any kind of preview right now. I will implement the custom preview in a second, which will let us do all these shenanigans. Yes. Actually, I think I might have to implement two different variations of the preview. But the only problem with that approach is when I export a module, the entire code will get exported. So even in the front end, the editable version of the preview will exist, even though I'm not technically using it. But then again, tree shaking should take care of that if I'm not using it in the front end code. I mean, in the preview side of things, then it should not appear there, I hope. Okay. Let's test this now. Okay. Oops. No descriptor found for directive. Custom callout. Okay, sir. Why would that be the case? I have custom callout directive descriptor. Oh, forgot to check. Okay. Wait a second. JSX with small letters. We recommend naming components with a capital letter. If you do have a component that starts with a lowercase, align it to a capitalized variable before using it in the JSX. Okay. Function hello, blah blah blah. Wrong, this component should be capitalized. Wrong. If you do have a component that starts with a lower letter, lowercase letter, assign it to a capitalized variable before using it in JSX. Yes, that is my understanding about this. So I don't think React allows that. So we hide directive remark. Just a second, let me see. There are no reported capitalization issues. Nope, no capitalization here. Nope. So the thing is, if we have abbreviation like this, we will get something like this, and this won't work. This won't work. I mean, I can make it work by force capitalizing here. Capitalizing, is that even a word? But you get the idea. I changed the small to a capital letter, and then I can just use my JSX component to render it. But it would have been nice if I did not have to do that. This is a thing more useful when you have hold on a second. I can actually refer the code here. Just a second. You can actually see what example we have in the from the author of the editor itself. I can look at admonition. He uses small letters. Huh. Is there actually like a... No, there is no tag for it. And he is using small letters, which means what? I mean, we can stick to small letters if the need arises that we have to capitalize it for the JSX to work, then that is what we will do. But without JSX, this component preview will not work. So it makes no sense to have it in small letter in the first place. What this prevents though is we cannot use arbitrary HTML code if we do it this way. But I will only be restricting this for these specific type of items that are declared in my plugin. So if the need arises where I want to have like an HTML tag that is not a JSX element, a JSX component, in that case I can just use the small letters and not capitalize it while previewing. Okay, I think, and that also works as a nice distinction between the JSX dependent directives and the ones that are not dependent on JSX. So let's try that again. Yes. Oh no, we did not have to go there. I think that will also throw an error because exactly that's why. That's why. We'll have to reload. We'll go back to our dashboard, go back to our blog. We open this. This also needs a bit of work. What? Why are you upset? Custom directive. No, not the embed, sorry. Here. Now it should work. Now let's see if I can add something. There we go. If we click on it, oh no, if we clicked on it, it should have changed to something, which we did not do. We just changed back to success, so that's not useful. Let's try it now. So now the type is warning, but I think the colors are so feeble that I can't even see them. Right. So if we go, no, so it changed the type, that's why. Let me just change the type here to success. So if we go back, it should be green. And if I click on it, it changes to yellow. Okay. So that means we can change the state like this, and we can save the information there, which is even better. So now comes the part where we do a couple of things. There is an interesting part in all this where I allow for using MDX content inside the admonition itself. but that will come later. So I have to think how we want to do this. Okay. Okay, let's do it with the implementation that I had in mind, where we have like two different variations. So one will be export const custom callout editable review, which will hold similar properties but with a twist. This is not needed. Okay, so it'll have type, it'll have children, but it will also have an on change, which this does not have. So we will export type editable callout props, which is I can actually do it here, right? I don't have to. Yeah. So we'll just have it here. It's on change attributes. Okay, change attributes. So this will change the attribute altogether. What I do not want to do is okay. I mean, there are only two attributes here, so who cares? And return void. Have it here. Now what we want is we want a drop down and oh, okay. So we want a drop down that lets us change the type, and we want an input box that lets us write the values, but it should not be an input box but a text area, because the text could be a bit more than usual. So look for shared CN. Do we have it open? No, we don't. We'll open it here. Shared CN. I'm using this UI library. It seems to have some problems in some of the components, but I don't know, that can be a version mismatch of Radix that it uses under hood, so could be the case. But what are we looking for? Text area. There we are. Do we have text area? Yep, we have it. So we'll just use it like so. So here's the thing. So it will, I mean, I hope tree shaking sorts this problem. So we'll import it at the top. And we want to use the drop down as well. I think it's called select. Yes, but we want to use the one with the icon. We don't have icons here. Icon and centered has to be. Icons we can put here. Value will be the value, so we can have a switch case inside and we can show the icons. Yeah, okay, that seems like something that will work. There is no save option here. That should not be. I'm just a bit afraid that frequent changes like this might break the editor, but again, I think the MDX editor is using a different state management library which is optimized for this, so I will just try to see if this works. Right, so we will return a div. We will style it in a second, but more importantly we want the text area. But yep, we have the text area here. We'll think about adding values to that in a second. And not just that, the div itself is split in two halves. One has the text area, one does not. This one has the select. Select. Oh my god, if I can't type. We don't have select. If I... Yep, we don't have select, so we'll have to add it. MDX chassis and add. So we'll do that quickly. Of course. All right, something wrong. Please check because we have this problem. Oh, nope. Don't tell me that I have to fix this error. Might work with this. Yes, there we go. Okay, now we have select, which means now we can have a select trigger, which actually shows the value. Select trigger, and then we have the select content. Select trigger itself can be okay, I see. Select trigger, which will be the value that is currently selected. We can style it. We select value something for now, and then you have select content, select group something. Sorry, someone is texting me on. No, not Radix, you moron. What the fuck? We want to use it from UI slash UI slash select. Okay. So select group, groups it together, and then you have select. This is scrollable. Has a couple of labels. Okay. we just want select item, select item, value 1, value equal to 1. Okay. Yes, that should do it. It'd be good to actually have this in the plugin. No, in the editor. So instead of this, we have this now. So type will be type, and the children like so, but children, which is just a text. On change is missing, so on change attribute will be change attributes. Makes sense, will be fine. Do not need the type here. We do not need to know this. Another thing is, now we'll remove the default text, something we do not need. Okay, and now we have the custom callout, which will let us select a couple of things. Okay, so here we are. Yes, merge them together, please. No, not doing that. Let's merge the imports. I think there is something that we are not using. Oh no, we are using everything, so it should be okay. Then we use cn, and then we decide on the colors. At least that's the idea. So we'll start with something that Copilot recommends, but we'll go for something a bit more darker, so that at least we can see what's going on. Maybe 250. So we have 250. Don't have 250. Great. 200. Just nothing too dark. Okay. But what we will do is we'll also do border. So border will be present no matter what. So this will be no, sorry, I'm using it incorrectly. Border will be present, border solid, and border 1, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, okay, so I don't have to do this. Border 1 is not a thing. So border color will be something more dark. Border green 500. Okay. And so there should be something way more dark. Oh, okay, so we are using the dark theme, so it makes no sense for us to have such light colors in the first place. In that case, what we can do is we can have the border as something light, something even more feeble perhaps to do, and background can be something very dark. And what we can do is we can do a BG opacity to be something close to invisible, so it just gets a tinge of that color, so it looks like tinted glass. We can even do blur, which will make it look even more nice. But for now, let's stick to this. Right. So type will change. It will re-render. So it should be okay. Value, yes. So select value is what we want to show here. Right. And value can be a JSX element. So just a second, my brother's texting me. Okay, got a text on Discord. That was right. So I would actually want to show the icon here. So maybe change. What do we get in on change? We get int. I think setting it to children might be a bad idea. But let's see. Sir, I don't think we have it here. Oh, okay. There is no on change. What the? I hate these examples where I have to go in and dig in myself anyway. Like if I have to do that, what's the point of like having the documentation? Event handler, set value. So okay, so we get the value directly. Okay. What is it, sir? On event, select root trigger. There is no root here. What? Oh boy. What a massive fuck up. Select. Yeah. Don't be a retard, read the documentation. So we pick this up and send it here. Now what do you want? On value pinch. Okay. Yes, that is all sorted. Oh, by the way, we also want rounding. So rounded medium. And we want this to take the full width of the text of the editor. And then what? So we will give the user two options. Value will be success. Or we can actually make this custom callout type dot success. So that way we don't have to type this again. And then we go to React icons, pick some icons from here. So success. The fuck is success? Didn't even think of this. This should be some, okay, I mean for the time being, let's just call this whatever it is. Green tick. Green tick, tick, tick. Where is tick? The fuck? Maybe done? Can use this. I think. Yeah. Where's done icon? So we will just use this. Size will be 24 and color, I think we can use fill, if I'm not mistaken, fill green, and we can have like a light shade for this 200. Yes, and we could use a warning. This was from which pack? This was from Markdown. Let's see if MD has this. It's too pointy. We can perhaps use this. This looks better. Actually, we should use this. This looks much better. As warning icon. Warning icon, yes. And this. Warning icon. Size 24. Class name. Fill this out. Fill yellow 200. There is one problem though, which is this. So we want to render the correct JSX based on the type here. One easy way of doing that is const selected icon, use memo, and we do a switch type yeah, switch case warning icon. We'll actually have to so if you want it to be treated as a JSX element and we want to have the colors as well, then we don't want to do it like this. I'll tell you why. So if you have the done icon like this and the warning icon like so, we actually want to call this use callback and this and then type and then go here, select a value and call it like so. So this now effectively behaves like a JSX element. We'll save all and see if get what we wanted. For some reason the initial value is wrong, and also this is not how I pictured it to be. It's too dark. Damn, it's too dark. Also Control A ends up selecting the item below it, which is weird. Okay, I think I know what's happening. First of all, we need flex here. Second of all, we need class name flex1, which is correct, and this needs to be like like a square. So we'll do class name size and call it size 44. Let's see. Yes, a bit better. Size 44 is a bit too big, I think. And I think this is like the minimum size. So here we have to do a couple of things. Class name, flex justify center item center. The easiest way to center items. So that should technically bring things in the center. Oh, we don't want the stick. We don't want that. Okay. Another thing is default value has to be type, which will like initially come in, so that way the editor will know what the default value is, and also it needs to know what the value is. So there we go. Actually default value is not needed because every time this opens it will already have the success value because we hard coded it. But we do not want this tick. This is very annoying. I mean, there are ways of hiding this tick, which I will sort out in a second. Another thing that I do want to fix is let's see, is there a way to, no, it does not accept class name. Maybe the trigger width 24. Let's see. Yep, the trigger shortens but increases on size again. What? That's weird behavior. I think instead of select, there is another way of doing this. But as you can see, this almost has the behavior that we want, and this will also, this is a success note. And if you go back in the markdown source view, you can see, oh, hello, why is it not updating? Why is it not updating? Children, the value shows up there. Why? Warning, first thing was called from inside a life cycle method. to wrap this in a use callback. Did dust. Damn it. Oh, this. Oh, stupid. Yes. Yes. So children is not updating, huh? Oh, because we are not calling the onChange on in the text area. So the value is children, and onChange will be value change attribute type and children dot value. What do you want? Text area. Come on, man. What? Text area has to have something. Placeholder. Add your callout here. That's a placeholder. Man, the documentation of shared CN is so bad because I'll anyway have to go back and check like what the props are for that particular component. I don't know why people do that. Anyway, looks like it's okay now. Yes. So one more thing is there was flex. Where is it? Let's clean up a bit. Code here, code there. Also want to verify T size 44, so that's the problem. This also needs to is not assignable to type string. Okay, so I think this is because this takes event dot target dot value. That's why. Class name height full. Yes. There's the size 44. Maybe size 24 is more appropriate. And this particular item should be so item center. If this is the row, line items is on the cross axis, so item center should bring things to the center. But oh, so this will center justify center, brings it to the middle. Select. No, it does not take any class name. I don't have to do this. Much better. W full, H full. Can try that. This is a button. Class. Can we force it to width is full. Height, can we force it to take the entire height? No, because button is an inline component. So maybe if we change its display type to block, but that will break a few other things. I think it also has which nope, that doesn't work because the parent does not have any height. Okay, we'll have to think this through, but of course we have what we needed. So again, no, did I just see an error? No, okay, good. And that works. Hello again. This is a success callout. Callout. This is a success callout. Good. We have what we needed. So we'll work on this further in the next stream, hopefully, and we'll finish this. This will be a nice call out in our blog, and we'll also do the preview of this. Okay, see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.